Hey glue sticks, I am so, I don't even think excited encapsulates everything that I'm feeling. I have been working on a secret project that has been in the works in my brain for well over a year, but is finally, like, I've been putting pedal to the metal the last few months to get two different things off the ground, and I cannot wait to just share it with you finally. I've been hinting at it on Instagram a lot and in certain videos, and a lot of you have guessed it. Some of you have guessed other things that I would love to do in the future but aren't what I'm actually working on right now. But let's just jump in. So the very first thing I'm launching today when this video goes live is my new website. So that website looks beautiful. It's on a new host. I want to be updating it regularly. It's a great place to explain more about me and just a great hub for Work Life Glue in general. I really want Work Life Glue to grow, to help reach more women, to help more busy moms, especially working moms, to balance work and life and everything in between, and to create balance that sticks. So I've been working on branding with an amazing local/online business called Hello Media, and they help me with my branding, so it's all fresh and new, and I hope to incorporate it more on YouTube and on Instagram as well. But right now the website is really where it's at, and I just love it and cannot wait for you guys to see it. And when you go over to the website, you will notice a little heading on the top that says podcast. I am starting the Work Life Glue podcast, where I share my own tips, tricks, struggles, triumphs, ideas, strategies, all that kind of stuff. A lot of the same kind of stuff I talk about on YouTube, but just in audio format, because I've found that there's so many videos I want to make, but it's just gonna be me talking. I don't really have something to show. So this will be a great way for me to get that content out in a different way, hopefully grow my audience. Because a lot of you guys are busy moms, especially busy working moms, and you don't have a lot of time to sit and watch a video, but you can listen to a podcast on your way to work, at the gym, while you're walking your children on a walk, while you're getting ready, that kind of stuff, making supper. So I just think it'll be a lot more accessible and easy for you to consume, and so I'm really excited about that. But the really awesome part is, this is where my heart just explodes, is I'm going to be interviewing you guys. I'm going to be interviewing real working moms. I've already done a few interviews to just get it started, and I just think we are such a wealth of information. Every mom knows so much, and I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. And I think I want to create a community for us busy working moms to share with one another, to commiserate with one another, to share tips, tricks, and ideas, and grow with each other. And I think there's just nothing like that out there, so I thought, why not create it? So if you are interested in sharing your own message on my podcast, so I will just interview you about being a working mom, how you balance, maybe we'll dig into a certain topic in more detail if it's something that like you're really into or inspired by or have a lot of information on, and we will chat, and I will ask about your job and, you know, your schedule, and what does a typical day look like, how do you balance it. You know, I don't really know where the conversation's gonna go. I treat it like I'm just sitting down at the coffee shop with different women and learning their story and giving them the mic, because I think so many of us don't have a platform like this to share, but we have so much information that we could share with others. So I am sharing the mic, getting the word out, and so I have a form on my website. If you go to worklifeglue.com/podcast/apply, and I'll have a link in the show notes, you can fill out a form and submit it to be on the podcast. Now, I have no idea how many submissions I'm going to get. I am not promising that everybody will be on the podcast, because I really want a diverse, you know, representation of women all over the world. So I don't want just daycare providers. You know, I have a lot of daycare provider audience members, because that is something that I was talking about a lot in the past, and so I don't want just daycare providers. I've had some online business women, I've had, you know, an Etsy shop, and the person who did my branding also is going to be interviewed. I would love, like, just basically every job out there. You don't have to be an online business owner. I don't want just that. I want a nurse, a teacher, a semi-truck driver, a garbage truck driver, somebody in marketing, somebody at an office job, somebody who, I don't know, so many jobs. There's like a bazillion jobs out there. I want everything. By the time I am dead and this podcast is over, I want to have interviewed and given a voice to as many different working moms around the world, and I'd love to see like how it's different in other countries too, because not all of you are from the United States, so I think that's really, really cool too. So right now, the only episode that is live, because you have to have a live episode to submit it to Apple Podcasts, and it just got approved, so that's exciting, is you have to have at least one episode. So my first episode is just an intro to the podcast. You can listen to that to get more information about what it's gonna be like, and just to hear, you know, me in a different way, which will be really cool. I'd appreciate it if you guys go listen. Episode 2 and 3 will launch next week on November 5th. It's the Thursday, and you are not gonna wanna miss those. I am terrified for that day because I am sharing the real story of my postpartum depression. I cry in the episode. I share things that I've never shared publicly that I'm terrified to share, but I'm doing so for a few reasons, which I outline in the episode that will be live next week. But basically, the story shares how Work-Life Glue came to be and how my life changed through a really hard time. But it also is giving a voice to women who aren't willing to or able to talk openly about their struggles with postpartum depression in raw detail. I share it all, and I'm really scared, but it's been on my heart. I knew the second I decided to do a podcast, which I felt like was just a voice from God telling me to do this. You know, I didn't actually hear his voice, but I just had this overwhelming sense that this is what I'm supposed to do. And right after that, I knew I had to share my postpartum depression story. And so I'm gonna do it. So that will be up next week, as well as another episode which is all about ways you can get your kids busy without spending a lot of money and without a lot of prep. It's 25 different things that I have used often to just place in front of my kids and keep them busy in an educational and enriching way. So that's a really helpful one, because a lot of moms are working from home right now or trying to get stuff done around the house and don't want their kids in front of screens. So it's 25 different ideas for that. And then the week after that will be the first interview, and then it will be a weekly show after that. Hopefully I can throw in some bonus episodes as well, but for now it will be every Thursday. It will be live. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. You can find it pretty much wherever you can find podcasts. Hopefully all the tech will be working, but I'm excited, and I hope to still do regular videos on here, but it's gonna, you know, kind of take the back seat a little bit as I ramp up the podcast and get it going. I would appreciate so much if you guys will go listen and share on social media with friends and family. Any working mom you know, let them know about this. It's for every working mom out there, any busy mom, or just, you know, women in general will get a lot out of it, but it's especially targeted towards busy working moms. So if there's other busy working moms, share it please. I would appreciate it so much. After you've listened for a while and you feel ready to, I would so appreciate if you would leave a review, and if you are interested in being on the podcast, fill out that form. You can also fill out a form if you want to share a quick tip. We're calling them Mama Survival Tips. I will have a couple different segments that, you know, are community based, so you guys can share those as well, and you might get a little gift if you submit one and I use it. But anyway, that is my announcement. Cat's out of the bag. I've been hiding this for so long. I am horrible at keeping secrets, so the fact that I've kept it secret for this long is amazing. So I hope you guys go check it out. Thank you so much for all your support. I can't wait to see you over on the Work-Life Glue podcast. Bye guys.